Hello everybody, MaxMonty1516 here, back again with a brand new video on my channel. A brand new type of video, I guess. So today, as you guys saw the trailer, I posted a while back, you'd know that I'm doing a Motorized Railway review. So this is the first of two, possibly three. Basically, I'm going to take what I have so far, review it all, and then have a little run session at the end or something. And, yeah, so this is the first installment of everything I've got so far. So, first off, what I'm going to do is take a look at the box, then we'll take a look at the engines, and then we'll look at the Diesel 10 starter set, then I'll put everything together, talk about Collectible Railway for a bit, and then run everything. So, without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so first off, we'll take a look at Victor's box. Now, I didn't really see the need of bringing Thomas and Percy's boxes because they're the exact same, except for the name and everything. So, the Motorized Railway box is very interesting. Of course, you'll know it's a lot shorter than a regular Trackmaster box because the engines are a lot shorter. Something very interesting is that they're actually a lot taller up here. I guess, I don't know, they hang lower from the shelves, I don't know. So anyway, down here you see the Fisher Price logo, you got the 3+ logo here. And then on the top corner, Thomas and Friends Motorized Railway. I really like the logo here. I like the font that they've used. It's very similar to Trackmaster 2, but with like a different font and everything, saying Motorized Railway. And then up here, a little Motorized logo saying, "Hey, this is Motorized." Gee, I wonder. I don't know why you wouldn't think that. And then over here you got Victor, his name, and then of course you'd see every engine's name here. This is just Victor's box. So, of course, mine's a little bit torn because I got it from overseas in the mail, and then of course, I had to open Victor up. So that's why the box is not in the best of condition. So, take a look at the back, and it's all not in color. So, up here, train play helps enhance developmental skills, and blah, blah, blah. Warning, my tripod. Warning, 1 AAA battery. And then a bunch of licensing info down here. So, of course, that shows some engines on the back here. There's Thomas, Percy, James, and Gordon. As of recording this video, I don't have James and Gordon. However, I do have plans to get them. And so, you'll see them in the second part of this review. So anyway, of course, can't forget this big Thomas logo up here. And that's pretty much it for the box. I like the background as well. But, yeah. Enough rambling about the box. Let's get into the actual engines themselves. Taking a look at the #1 engine himself, Thomas. Okay, so with Thomas here, first I'll review the actual design of the engine itself. Then I'll take a look at Thomas actually. So first off, you'll notice that these engines have very tall cabs. I do like that. They're actually pretty proportional to the CGI render, except of course Thomas's face is really big. However, I must say that is a really nice face. Mattel did a great job. It definitely looks better than the Trackmaster 2 one. Actually, let's see. Alright, so I've got a Trackmaster 2 Thomas here. Take a look, and yeah, it's actually a lot bigger. That is very interesting, but you can obviously tell which face is better. And yeah, I will be comparing these to Trackmaster 2 in a bit. Oh, and there we go. So anyway, Thomas here, of course, he's got all the detail he needs. Again, face, buffer, and coupling details, even though they aren't painted, but that's something we've come to expect. Same thing on the back here. And on top of the cab, we got the switch. Now, this is very interesting. Whereas, normally on a Trackmaster 2 engine, you would, or any Trackmaster engine for that matter, you'd push the switch forward. However, that's different here, because on Motorized Railway, you have to pull the switch backwards. So, of course, pull it backwards, and the engine runs. They're not too fast or strong, but they do run nicely. And so one other interesting thing is once you pull it back, it falls into this little lever, or I guess whatever this little hold is. So you have to push it up and then over to turn it off, which is, I guess, kind of cool. I don't really know why they decided to do that. On some engines, it's a lot harder to do than others, like Victor, for example. Not really sure why. But, yeah, with Thomas here, of course, he's got the molded dome and stripes. Again, actually quite a bit of detail for a Mattel item. So, yeah, anyway, the only Trackmaster 2 Thomas I have near me, aside from the talking one, is the jet engine Thomas, but I'm just going to use that as the example. So, as you can see here, of course, it doesn't have side rods. However, the wheel spoke detail, or much more clear on these motorized railway wheels. Take a look at the back. Not much difference. Of course, I painted the buffers on the Trackmaster 2 one. Taking a look, you can obviously tell which one is longer if I line them up buffer to buffer. Yeah, very, very big difference there. However, I don't think these are meant to be as, I guess, proportionate, or I guess as long, or I don't know. I just don't think they're supposed to look like Trackmaster. I mean, of course, it is sort of a ripoff made by the same company, but yeah, I don't know. Technical details and everything. And one more thing I want to mention is this very interesting coupling. As you can see, it moves up and down quite a bit, and it does not go side to side like at all. But once we take a look at the rolling stock, you'll understand why. So, a very interesting clip connector here, but I do like the look of it. And yeah, so that is the Motorized Railway engine design, as well as taking a look at Thomas. So next, we'll look at Percy. Percy here is a bit less proportionate than Thomas. Again, that's a really nice face. That's one thing Motorized Railway does really good, is their faces. So let me just take a look at Percy here. He has less detail than Thomas, as you can see, but he still has everything he needs. Like, he's got the cab window, he's got his number 6, he's got the stripes. Again, his boiler, he looks a bit fatter than he's supposed to, because his boiler is supposed to like curve all the way down. I don't really know how to describe that, but yeah. So anyway, again, face is really nice, buffer and coupling detail, more detail on the other side. It's still got the molded wheel here, but it's just not painted, so that's something, I guess. It's not too distracting to me, at least. And yeah, again, he runs just like Thomas. There you go. And yeah. So Percy, again, really nice model as well. And finally, we will take a look at Victor. Victor, of course, was my first ever Motorized Railway engine. He was just the one to come in the mail first. We'll take a look at him now. He's got the Soder Steamworks logo. He's got the cab detail up here. He's got whatever this is. I guess that's cylinders or something. I don't know. And his dome and safety valve are a bit too tall for my liking, especially considered to how short his funnel is. And his cab is a lot taller, or it feels a lot taller, just because his boiler is lower. So Victor is a lot less proportionate than the other two, especially Thomas. But again, I guess he looks kind of nice. I mean, he does have the molded lamp up here, and for what he's supposed to be, I think Victor does a pretty good job. So again, very interestingly, he does not have the same chassis where he doesn't have the molded wheel down here, which is, I don't know why. Anyway, I guess I should look at the bottom as well. There's don't throw away, because batteries, 2013 copyright. And these were released in, let's see. I know they were released in parts of Asia, or mostly all over Asia. And then they were released a bit in Africa as well, just like Collectible Railway was for Take and Play. So again, these engines here are overall pretty nice. Of course, the engines are not the best part about the range. However, I think for what they're supposed to be, they do a pretty good job. Anyway, I guess the bigger segment of the review will probably be the set. So, yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at that. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Diesel 10 starter set, or the Dieselworks starter set as it's officially called. This set overall looks really nice. Of course, I have opened it before. Everything's just back in the package. As you can see, you can definitely see I've opened it before. And of course, you also saw this in the trailer and Monthly Hauls episode 6. So anyway, the box overall is pretty big. Of course, you can see Diesel 10 for scale there. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is take the camera off the tripod and then look at everything on the box in more detail. Then I'll open things up, take a look at Diesel 10, and then build the set. So, yeah. Alright, so here's Diesel 10 himself, of course, on some very nice, colorful track, and his van is there as well. You can see up here all the pieces it includes, so, yeah, very nice, colorful track, I guess, again. So, right here, a bigger Motorized Railway logo, says, includes Motorized Diesel 10, one engine and over 10 pieces. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 pieces. So again, yeah, over 10 pieces. That is true. So, of course, down here it says Dieselworks starter set, and of course you got a nice picture of the set once it's done, and of course this is a starter set, so it's not anything grand or big or anything. Again, requires one AAA battery, and then motorized action, 3 to 7. So, yeah, I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm definitely over the age of 7. So, either I'm wrong or that's wrong, and we all know that I'm never wrong. Side of the box, we've got another Motorized Railway logo. I like these little screw details. They fit pretty nicely. Again, one engine over 10 pieces, and then down here we've got a little Thomas logo. And then we'll turn around to the back. Yeah, Dieselworks starter set once again, Motorized Railway. Developmental skills, snapping together the tracks, creating adventures for Diesel 10, encourages imagination. And we got another promo of Thomas down there. Again, motorized action, Fisher-Price, Hit Toys logo. And no assembly required, of course. Oh, adult assembly required. I'm blind. And we'll take a look. And again, we got a nicer promo picture on the back there with Diesel 10 in the set. And this kid is very happy to be playing with this nice looking set. So again, we'll go to the other side. One engine over 10 pieces. That's like the 4th time we've seen that in the box. And then it just parts recap right there. And then down, same thing on the other side, motorized action. Turning around back to the front, and we'll go ahead and get this thing up. Before I open it up, we'll take a look at the back of the box, or bottom of the box real quick. So again, licensing info right there. That's I don't know if that's a price tag or an item tag or something. Again, more licensing info. And I'm guessing that's the price tag. Again, I don't know what that says. I don't think there's a price listed on this. I don't remember how much I paid for this on eBay because I got it like 2 months ago. I'm pretty sure it came from like, I want to say, let's see, I think it came from France. I'm not 100% sure. It might have come from Britain, but again, I don't know. Because it is sold in some parts of Europe as well. And anyway, I guess the reason for that is because Mattel doesn't want to spend too much money making their Trackmaster 2. So they just cheaped out here. And while it is cheaper, I actually like the quaintness of this range overall. And I'll get more into that later. So anyway, without further ado, let's open up the box. And of course, it's already opened. Let's see. Yeah. So let me just open that real quick. Come on. There we go. Alright, that's all the pieces in there. And then we gotta turn around, and then we'll open up Diesel 10. Get him out of there. And get the van out of there. So, there is everything in the box. And, yeah, so let's go ahead and put everything together. Or actually, I'll take a look at Diesel 10 first, then we'll put everything together. So, yeah, be right back. Okay, we're back, and let's take a look at this Diesel 10 toy. Diesel 10, overall, in my opinion, looks really nice. I like this model Diesel 10 quite a bit. Now, the claw actually has quite a bit of articulation. Of course, it goes up and down this much. So, again, nice range here. And then it also goes 360 degrees around. I have no idea why they can't do this for the Trackmaster Diesel 10. It'd be so easy just looking at this. And this is probably the biggest upside to this model. There's also a lot of nice molded detail on the back and the front. Again, unpainted buffers, but hey, we do have painted buffer beams, which is nice. When the other mold itself would have been this tannish, yellow, green, swamp color, I don't know. Painted windows on the front and the back, which is very interesting to see. And everything here is painted in, and there's actually some grime detail on Diesel 10 here. And something I'll note is that you can actually get Diesel 10 by himself. He's sold individually. And he does not have this, like, dirty, grime-ish thing, whatever that is. So this is actually an exclusive, like, dirty, dirt-covered Diesel 10, which is very nice. So I actually learned that after getting the set. And so one thing that's a bit odd is that his wheels are not black or gray, which they should be. But I think it brings the model to life, and even though it's unrealistic, I can excuse it. So looking at Diesel 10, of course, he's got the switch. He runs nicely. The face isn't too bad. Actually, yeah, the face is pretty good. It's definitely better than the Trackmaster 2 one. He's kind of got that evil smirk, even though it's the CGI. I think it's a nice mixture of his classic face and his CGI face. So, again, Mattel definitely knew what they were doing with Motorized Railway. And then, I don't think there's been any new Motorized Railway in 2020. Which is a little concerning. I hope they don't cancel the range, because I like to get more of it. But, yeah. And I guess we've spent enough time on Diesel 10, so we'll take a look at this van. Now, from the sides and top, this van looks really nice, but when you flip it over, yeah, that's not good. The biggest problem with the rolling stock, and just my biggest problem with Motorized Railway is that they cheaped out on the rolling stock big time. Look at this. I can easily take the wheels out, no questions asked. And, yeah. A small child could swallow these. I don't know why Mattel... I don't get it. I mean, and of course, actually, let me just go over here real quick and grab one. Yeah. So, sorry about that. These trucks were actually originally motorized railway trucks, with the coupling and all. And then what Mattel did was when they sold them with their minis in the U.S., they like covered up the wheels and everything. So, what are you trying to say, Mattel? You want the U.S. kids to be safer, and you want the other kids to choke on wheels? Ooh, that's not a good business move. Anyway, I'll put the wheels back in, and once the wheels are back in, they just spin. But yeah. But if you look past that, and just don't give this to a small child, I actually like the look of this van quite a bit. I like the color, I like the detail on the sides, even though there's none on the front and back. There's even like molded detail on the top, which is really nice as well. And again, I mentioned that these couplings here don't move side to side at all, because these do, and these move quite a bit like that. So, and then we'll couple that up to Diesel 10 there. Again, that can be a little annoying. You got to hold the coupling in place. And yeah, there's Diesel 10 with his van. I don't think we've ever seen Diesel 10 pulling rolling stock in the TV series, but you know, I'm glad they included an engine and a piece of rolling stock in the starter set. That's something they should do for all starter sets. So now, we'll take a look at the components of the set, and then we'll build it up. So yeah. Alright, so first things first, we've got this Diesel Works building thing. This is really nice. I like this quite a bit. Yeah, it's actually quite small, but just enough where it fits over the track. The molding here is nice. There's not too much detail. I mean, it would be nice if these were painted. The stickers you actually have to apply yourself. I did that, so yeah. And then, of course, on the back side, it's very cheap, hollowed. Again, Motorized Railway isn't perfect. However, I actually just noticed this. There's actually quite a bit of molded detail on the inside there. Wow, that's something, all right. I was not expecting that. Good job, Mattel. So, it's not completely horrible to look at on the other side. You know, this side's more vibrant with the stickers and everything. So yeah, of course you can see these clip into the track here, which will go into the next. This straight track here has two clip-ins, so basically you could put it, oh, you can't put it that way, I thought you could, but you put it this way, and yeah, you put that on the track. These, nothing goes here. It would have been nice if they actually include two of these, so that you could put one here, and then one on the other side, but, I mean, that's just wishful thinking. But this is a little bit distracting when in a layout and everything. And Trackmaster 2's got the same problem. So, yeah. Moving this aside, we've got one other piece of straight track here. It's a nice silver color. And, yeah. So there you go. There's that. And then we've got three colors of curves. So we've got the silver. And then we've got these three red, scarlet color. And then we've got these dark green. So yeah, overall, makes a very nice, colorful set. And now, we'll go ahead and put everything together. What I like here is that the set is encouraging you to, I don't really know how I'm going to get that in frame, but the set's like encouraging you to make it all colorful and everything. So I'm gonna follow what's on the back of the box while I'm building this setup. So let me just move this. I'll set the box up in the background, and we'll go ahead and get started. So we got this Diesel Works set here. Then a green piece of track, like so. Then we've got a scarlet piece of track, silver piece of track, and a green, and then we got the silver straight. I'll move the box out of the frame, and it fell over. Perfect. And then we got another green. Wait, no, actually, I'm blind. That's scarlet, and then silver. Then green, and then finally, last piece, So yeah, there is the Diesel 10 starter, Diesel Works starter set. So first, we'll take Diesel 10, and I'll put him on the track here, and let him go around. Again, I noted how these aren't as fast, and yeah. But overall, again, this, like, if you're just starting out like me, I actually think it's really good to buy this starter set, and then buy a few more engines, and then you've got yourself a nice start to a collection. So again, yeah, I'll go ahead and put Thomas, Percy, and Victor on here. Of course, I think the batteries in Thomas and Percy are a bit more fresh. So, you can see there. It looks like Thomas is about to push Diesel 10's van off the track, and I think Percy's catching up to Thomas as well. And it looks like eventually they're going to catch up to Victor, or they might. And so, it's just really nice to see these, like, going around the track. And yep, Percy just hit Thomas there. So, yeah. Overall, really nice starter set. So now I'm going to move everything out and then talk about Collectible Railway for a bit. So I noted that I'd talk about Collectible Railway a bit ago, but for those who don't know, Collectible Railway is basically adventures before adventures. Yeah, I'm sure you could like Google it or do some more research on the wiki, but basically, Mattel cheaping out on the track is a good and bad thing. On one hand, it would be nice if everything had a different track range, but on the other hand, it's actually kind of cool because Collectible Railway is 100% compatible with Motorized Railway. They can couple up and everything, and then they also fit on the track because, let's see here. This is some Collectible Railway track, and then I'll just take this, and this is Motorized Railway track. You can't even tell the difference. So yeah, they're just the same type of track. So yeah, there's that. And I actually got 2 Collectible Railway sets on eBay secondhand. Or first hand, one of them, and second hand, the other one. So I got some curves here. I got yellow. So let me just, yeah, I got some yellow pieces here. And then I have more from both sets, but I didn't want to get it all out. And then this yellow track here came from this set, and this was the Bash at Misty Island set. Collectible Railway made a Bash, but not Adventures, so I bought this set to get Bash and then everything. Also, something worth noting is that these are the same connectors as the Adventures track, so these tracks are also compatible with Adventures, which is really good. So Adventures, Collectible Railway, and Motorized Railway are all 100% compatible, and I like that a lot. It's sort of like a superstation, in a way, I guess. And then, of course, we got this Old Wheezy thing right here, and again, this is compatible, so I will be putting Old Wheezy on the layout as well. And then I also have some more colors. This dark blue came from another set. And then we got this dark green color, and then we got a red color. So all of that. So what I'll do is I'll cut away and then build a bigger circuit with all this extra track, and then I'll get some engines running, say my final thoughts, and then we'll end the video. So yeah, I will see you guys in just a second. Alright, and with the magic of video editing, I just built up this circuit. So you got sort of this Diesel Works set area over here, and then come over to Old Wheezy, and then we got this other loop thing right there, and then we got this little, I guess, bean-shaped circuit, I don't really know. But yeah, so now I'm gonna get some engines running on it. Alright, so first up, we've got Thomas, and then we got Victor, and I'll get Percy, and last but definitely not least, Diesel 10. So there they all are, they're running. We're on the track. So what I'm going to do is have these guys running. Or I think I'm just going to have one engine running. I think I'll just get Thomas. And then I'm just going to say my final thoughts. And then I'm also going to tell you guys what's in store for the next part of this review. So yeah, and it looks like we're about to have an accident up here at Old Wheezy. Yep. Oh geez, okay, big pile up there. Let me fix that, and then, yeah. Alright, so I've got Thomas and Percy running, as you can see now. Hopefully things will be a little less hectic. And, overall, Motorized Railway, in my opinion, is a very nice, quaint little item, and I think it's very overlooked. I think starting out a new, range to collect is always fun, of course seeing what you get first and everything. So, of course, this review, we covered Thomas, Percy, Victor, and the Diesel Works starter set, and by extension, Diesel 10. So, in the next video, in the next part of this review, what I'm going to be doing is taking a look at 5 more engines. I can confirm 3 of them will be James, Gordon, and Diesel. Not sure who the other 2 will be. Salty, Youngbow, Diesel, and a few others are in the candidates for me to buy. And so, yeah, these engines overall, very nice, really like them. And also, after I cover the 5 engines in the next review, I'll then be taking a look at what is, in my opinion, the strongest suit of the range, which are the big sets. Because the sets of Motorized Railway, or at least the huge ones, are some of Mattel's best set designs and everything. So I really want to take a look at those. I'm not going to buy them because it's way too expensive for international shipping and everything. But I'll throw up some pictures and then talk about them for a bit. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this review. I really enjoyed making it. And overall, I hope you guys are excited for the next part. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I've got to say. And yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Max Monkey 1516, signing out.